you my motherboard?
Just kidding, it was me, I was hiding. Welcome back to the Hachette Partworks Dalek Collection build, and we're building more of the gamer pad for Simon the Dalek. Last week we installed the second half of the back wall and the back wall connector plate for the Dalek Mutant Control Centre, where Simon the Squid is going to sit and give orders and kill. So this week we're going to be building some more of that. So let's do that, which means it is time for issue 24. Box of Delights and our magazine issue 24. Let's set you aside for now and let's have a look at what goods lay inside. The Power of the Daleks, Part 2. The Doctor attempts to warn the colonists of the deadly threat posed by the Daleks. Whole multi-page spread here about the power of the Daleks, covering all manner of things. What's this now? Dalek duplicity. A Dalek is honest, the Ninth Doctor was once heard to comment. It does what it was born to do for the survival of its species. While it is true that one of the Daleks' chief goals is to survive, they will lie and cheat to achieve that aim. That is when the Daleks are at their best, in my opinion, when they're being manipulative and clever and cunning. I think they're often kind of labeled as sort of screaming, shooting machines. But when they really get in there psychologically, that is when they're so good. It's a case in point why the Dalek Emperor is one of my favourite villains in Doctor Who, but also in anything. There's not a lot of like gun blast from the Dalek Emperor, but he's so cold and cunning, and most of the time, most of the episode he's in, he just shows up to sort of taunt the Doctor. And yeah, the Dalek in Dalek sums that up to a T. My race is dead, I will die alone. Don't touch my dome. Don't touch my dome. Rose, no! And now, it's building time for the midsection. We're going to be adding some more pieces to the build. Let's do it. Oh! So what we got? We have, I assume, parts A and B. Yep, so that's A and B there. Got some screws of the AP and FP variety. It's sealed up like a fish supper. There we go. Lovely. Ooh, interesting. It kind of tapers, this one. The other ones have been straight, but this one tapers. There's no other way to say it. So yeah, I am presuming this is going to go possibly on top, because I can't see why that would go there, because it's going to open up. Let's see. Let's let the magazine do the speaking. Okie dokie. So, number 1. Take the upper part of the rear wall. That answers the question. Upper part. There we go. Job done. Position on the containers, 24A and 24B, on the inside of the wall so that the raised screw sockets in the containers align with screw holes in the wall. Fix the containers in place with the 4 AP screws. Okay. Okay. And then that's going to get screwed in with 4 AP screws. Well, as of time of recording, it's Saturday the 2nd of August, and tomorrow I'm moving flat. I'm currently living with my family and I have been for the past few years, but I'm moving into a flat with my friend Nick, who, if you're familiar with other videos on my channel, you may know. I went to Florida with him in blog 32, which I uploaded a couple years ago, and documented our 2-week trip to Orlando, Florida. We went to Disney World and Universal Studios. Just the best time ever. And if you want to watch it, go ahead. It's 2.5 hours of, content, I suppose. But yeah, we met at college, which 10 years ago, this year, actually. Christ. And in second year of college, we had a flat together. And now, 10 years later, here we are again. And I suppose some kind of moment for this series, in that this will be the last episode of the Hachette Partworks Dalek Collection build that is filmed in this room, which is just the dining room of my mum's house that I have taken over and turned into a studio. And what better way to signal the finale of this room with a screw that won't go in the fucking hole. Oh, I might have had it upside down. That might have been the issue. Boom! There we go. Okay. So now we have the back wall panel with the water bottles already attached. I kind of wish we'd done that for the other 2 pieces, like put these on first, because it's very fidgety getting in and around the back half of Simon. So, as we suspected, we're going to need 4 FP screws here, and this is going to go onto the upper part of the back left wall from looking at him. You know what, Simon, you can stay in the seat for this one, because I think we can work around you. This is going to clip on up here, I think, and then that gets fixed into place with 4 FP screws. There we go. I have a feeling that might be the completed work. Yes, it is. There we go. Okay, look at the back wall piece in place. Let's have a closer look. So yes, you can see we're going to be building up around the Dalek Mutant Control Centre so that Simon has a nice, comfortable place to not bash his ball sack of a head. I'm still curious if something's going to be done with these. I feel like they're going to connect into something, which kind of gives me the heaves, but who knows? Okay, let's have a little look at what to expect next week. More of the same, probably. Yep. So for issue 25, we have the second back wall piece, the upper back wall piece going on here. It looks like it's going to be a sort of carbon copy of this piece, and then we'll have the sort of main shell done, I believe. It's kind of giving air fryer with the shape of it. A little calamari air fryer. Delicious. Take a little scoot over there, Simon, as we seal this into the ancient term of Scarero. This binder is getting thick AF. Like, presumably they'll have to send another binder at some point, because you're not getting 140 issues in that. Then we're gonna have to have so many binders. Come on everyone, group photo. Well, there we have it. Thanks for watching issue 24 of the Hachette Partworks Dalek Collection build. If you want to build it for yourself, head along to the Hachette Partworks website, which there's a link to in the description below, and subscribe, and, you know, chase the dream. Chase my dream. Save the rebellion. If you're new here and want to stay on the journey of building this half-size Dalek replica, then hit subscribe for weekly videos, hopefully. Hope to see you there, and have a good week. Goodbye. Here we are, the end screen. You've made it to the end of another video. Congratulations. There's no prize to be had, just more juicy content. Thanks for watching issue 24 of the Hachette Partworks Dalek Collection, and let's read some comments, shall we, from the last episode. Alos Windrunner says at least a triple backflip there from Simon. Got to be a high score from the judges. It certainly would have been up there, but unfortunately he was found out to be part of a doping scandal, so it was an immediate disqualification. Dalek Gamma says, nice. Thank you. Joseph Stone 100 says, where did you get that Emperor Dalek model in the background? Would love one like that. So it's an Eagle Moss Dalek Emperor. I think Eagle Moss might have gone out of business now. So I found mine on eBay for about £25, which is quite cheap for what they normally go for. But my one is slightly broken. The eye stalk is a little bit bent and the light bulbs are a bit askew. But that's not enough to stop me adopting him and taking him into my family. But they are really cool. The details are pretty sick on them. So if you can find one for fairly cheap, I say go for it. Go for it. True Black 47 says, welcome back. Thank you. Glad the move went well, and it makes you wonder how many people think Disco Fever is the actual line from the show. That was hilarious. Also, just thinking what we do if the bill gets too big for the table. Get a bigger table, I suppose. I really don't know, because this thing is going to be massive. So right now I'm trying to look at corners of my room and be like, will that fit in there? We'll just have to see. We'll have to make do. Dr. Bag PhD says, Joe, my lovely VA inspiration of a man that you are. I got some dire news tonight. I've been up drinking to be drunk for the first time in a while. I needed this comfy silliness. Thank you. Thank you. And genuinely, please do look after yourself. But I think that is the best way to deal with it. Just try and find some silliness, find some comedy. Just go down YouTube rabbit holes of silly nonsense. If you want some recommendations for pure silliness, there's a channel called Unusual Memes, and I have yet to watch one of their compilations without pissing myself laughing several times. So listen, I've been there. You're feeling low, you need some laughs, there's stuff out there. You'll be okay. Mr. Blank Sternut05 says, here's an odd question for you, Joe. What do you think Dalek meat would taste like? Would you think it would be similar to some Earth meats that we have here, or something way different? Anyway, love to see you back, Joe. I'd assume sort of calamari, some sort of tough fish. But then looking at them, they kind of give pork. They kind of give like a pork meatball texture. So a sort of calamari flavored pork ball. Thanks for the question. On that incredible note, let's end it there. Thanks very much for watching, and again, if you want to build it for yourself, check out the links in the description, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, to follow along the journey of us building this half-size Dalek replica. A journey that we will continue next time. Thank you for watching again, and I'll see you there.